welcome to Bearded Meeple. Today, we're going to take a look at a card game that plays 3 to 5 people, ages 14 plus, and it'll play in about 30 minutes. Now this game, it's all about choices, because on your turn, you're going to get to do one of 5 different things. And most of them, your opponents are going to be able to follow you and do the same thing, but generally at a higher cost. And the cards you play, most of them can be burned for resources. So you have to choose wisely on what you're going to do. It's brought to us by Daily Magic Games. It's Villages of Valeria. Let's take a look at it. Each player will begin with a castle card and 3 gold. This card will let you access one of the 4 types of resources. There's also adventurer cards and building cards. Each adventurer will show you their type as well as their point value. Adventurers will only enter certain villages with particular buildings. When it comes to the buildings, it'll show you their type, their point value, their resource costs to build them. As well, buildings can be burned and placed under your castle to gain you access to additional resources. Certain cards will also give you different abilities. The player aid will indicate the different types of icons. There are 5 actions available in the game. You're only ever going to do one. However, your opponents may have the chance to follow you on your turn and do a similar thing. You can harvest, develop, build, recruit, or tax. You shuffle the building cards and lay out 5, turning the rest of the deck face down. You do the same for the adventurers. Each player is dealt 6 cards. You'll go around the table and each player can burn one of the cards at the start of the game to gain access to an additional resource. When it comes to buildings, you can only ever construct one of each type, such as 1 woodmill, 1 inn, 1 keep. When it comes to drawing cards, you can take from the face-up ones or blind draw from the deck. If you have to choose 2 cards, you can take one, replace it, so you can see what you're getting. And when it comes to discarding, you actually discard on the face-up cards, so you can cover something that you think someone else might want. If a pile becomes empty, it is immediately replaced, so there's always 5 piles to choose from. One of the interesting aspects of the game is building. You place gold to get the resources you need for the cards, but you are able to place gold on opponents' cards to gain access to that resource. But here's the thing. At the start of the active player's turn, they take back their gold to use it for that round. Any gold you place on an opponent, that gold now belongs to them. Depending on the number of players, it will determine how game end is triggered. So it's through collecting cards, using them for resources, constructing buildings, recruiting adventurers, using special abilities, you're going to get the most points and win. And that, my friends, is Villages of Valeria. And while just being a prototype, I really enjoyed it. The player aid is very helpful, very easy to understand. And as I said in the intro, you really have some decisions to make because, hey, you're only going to be able to get so many resources. You want to get certain buildings so you can bring certain adventurers into your village. I liked it. The artwork is great. It's a well-rounded game. I really enjoyed it. I hope you get a chance to check it out. I'll talk to you again soon.